Some of them would come in scared. Some of them would come in defiant. They're blaming the person in front of them because they know nothing else. They've been taken from their home, from their family, from their mom, from their dad, regardless of the situation. And now they're being pulled and put into a place with a bunch of strangers. And a lot of times with nothing more than the clothes on their back. You know, like me, I remember coming in and I had nothing. I had a coat. This place has just been so special to me. I could never give back to what they have given me. They have given me life. They've given me so much. A lot of physical abuse, alcoholism, and it was just a really bad situation. My father, the sexual abuse began with him. My mom and dad divorced, and she later remarried, but basically ended up in the same situation with another man. My stepdad would beat my mom so severely, she would just, I have visions of her laying outside, just lifeless. He had taken and beaten her really badly, thrown her down the stairs, banged her head on the concrete, and that happened on frequent occasions. We always slept with our clothes on because we knew we were going to have to go out through my bedroom window, and we had to be ready. Where we would go, it would just vary. We would stay in the car. We would go to friends' homes. So I became a custody of the state. Went through various emergency shelters and placements. And finally, one day, my caseworker said, well, I know of a place called Hill Country Youth Ranch, and I want to take you for a visit. And I remember pulling through the gate and thinking, wow, this place is really pretty. You know, it's not like any place I've been. So I made the decision to stay here, and it was the best decision I could have made. Whenever I first came to the ranch, I was around 14. It was obviously at a very vulnerable time in my life, and I needed as much guidance and direction as I could get, and I felt that. Right after I graduated, Gary offered me a job here. So I chose to come back and work here. So I went from having been a resident to now working with Gary as his executive assistant. In 2011, I had a cardiac arrest. It occurred in my office. I had stopped breathing, no heartbeat. The staff were there. They responded very quickly. They performed CPR. They continued CPR until the ambulance arrived. And Gary and Carol followed the ambulance all the way to the hospital. The preacher came out and told them that I was not expected to make it. They prayed, and God listened. And again, Gary and Carol were there for me. The ranch, the staff, they were there. They were there for me as a kid. They were there for me in my early years of a staff. And they were there for me later. I feel extremely blessed. I have two amazing kids. My daughter is married to a wonderful man. She went to University of Texas, and I have a son who is actually going to be a senior at A&M in Corpus. I have two totally adorable grandsons and a granddaughter. I could never repay the ranch for all that they've done for me. If I could give them the world, it wouldn't be enough.